Namaste, welcome to my channel. I'm Sam. In this video, I'll lead us through a guided meditation focused around self-actualization. If you're new to meditation, welcome. A lot of students that come to me think that they need to be having no thoughts when they're meditating, but really that's not the point of it. Alan Watts said it himself, meditation is the discovery that the point of life is always arrived at in the immediate moment. So when we're dancing or playing music or singing or reading, the point of it is to dance, sing, read, move. And meditation is that same way. Naturally, there will be many thoughts in your mind and you'll be thinking about all of the other better things that you could be doing instead of sitting on the ground contemplating contemplation. With that, you may find enlightenment in this moment. Some people would argue that you need lots of preparation to get to samadhi, which in Sanskrit means enlightenment. And a big overarching purpose of yoga is to go through asana and go through the 8 limbs and go through all of these many paths of self-discovery and self-development to eventually reach samadhi, to eventually reach enlightenment. But really, the point of meditation right now in this moment is to just watch. And it's a playful practice, so don't get upset or frustrated if your mind is cluttered with all of the thoughts maybe from earlier today or yesterday. Don't worry about that. The point of the practice is just to watch, just to be an observer. So this is why meditation is focused around self-actualization. If you're getting frustrated, that's when you're coming out of meditation. Really, meditation just teaches us to be more patient with ourselves and others, to be more peaceful, and to step into an observer role. Now, something else that you will want to focus on during this meditation is to limit your bodily movements as much as possible. If you have an itch, try not to itch it. Be stronger than that. Eventually, it will go away, but don't let that initial movement occur, because again, you want to just observe the scratch, the itch, and then hold yourself in the position that you originally landed in. In yoga, lots of yogis say any extra unnecessary movements of the body are distractions of the mind. Anything in the external is a representation of what's going on internally. That's why posture is so important. When you're sitting in this pose, it's very important to have a nice, erect, tall spine, a gentle opening of the heart. It doesn't need to be crazy or wild, but just a gentle opening of the heart, shoulders down and back, and relaxed muscles on the face and shoulders away from the ears. If you're slumped over like this, the external is a representation of the internal. Poor posture is representative of lack of self-confidence, lack of self-knowing, a lack of trust in yourself. So after my long-winded intro of what is meditation and what we're going to be doing, what we're focusing on, and how to get into it, let's go ahead and get started. Finding a comfortable space to do it, somewhere where you won't get easily distracted. Put your phone away, put your spouse in the other room, lock your kids in the garage, whatever you need to do to settle into yourself. Obviously, as you get further down in your meditation path, the goal is to be able to meditate with many distractions all around. But if you're just starting out, I recommend limiting those distractions to a minimum so that you may focus on yourself here. So finding a comfortable seated position. I'm using my super comfy meditation pillow from Earthbound, but if you don't have something to sit on, you could just use a regular pillow or just a carpet, just the ground, whatever's comfortable for you, that you can sit here for a couple minutes. And letting your hands go wherever is comfortable. So again, the external is a representation of the internal. So if you're feeling like you need to ground and maybe you've been feeling very jittery today, kind of all over the place, placing your hands down on your knees is representative of palms down to ground. If you are needing some guidance or more open-mindedness or seeking transcendence in some way, I'd recommend palms up to receive, palms up and open to receive the energy. Or if you have been pulled in many different directions today, I'd either recommend the ground or the center, which is just your hands comfortably folded in your lap. I had way too much coffee today, so my palms are gonna go down to ground. letting the muscles on the face completely relax and melt. Shoulders melting away from the ears. Nice, tall, strong spine. A gentle, long spine, crown of the head reaching up. And allowing the eyes to come to a close here. So as we enter into meditation, like we spoke about before, lots of thoughts are going to be coming into your mind's eye. Maybe in the form of questions, maybe in the form of statements. Start to begin picking out those thoughts one by one. Good, and now that you're starting to define those thoughts, put each one of those thoughts into a cloud in the sky. As the clouds begin to fill the sky, just like nature, allow the clouds to start to come into your vision and then go out of your vision. Slowly detaching yourself from the thought, from the cloud in front of you. And just noticing that if you're getting caught up in a thought, that's okay. Try to put it back in its cloud and allow it to come out of your vision. Just observe the motion of thought coming in, thought being thought upon, and thought being released back. Maybe you'll start to notice little breaks in the thoughts here, and just these moments of silence. And now turning that attention from the clouds and thoughts in the sky onto the breath. Not changing or altering the rhythm, but just noticing the pattern and the rhythm of your breath. And if you're seeing the clouds keep passing, that's all right. Just try to come back to the breath. Now with the awareness on the breath, focus on the light that's appearing behind your closed eyelids. You notice that with each inhale it gets bigger, and each exhale it gets smaller again. Focus on the dilation of the light behind your eyelids in tandem with the breath. Doing your best to keep your body as still as possible. And now beginning to alter the breath, so lengthening the inhales just slightly, nothing drastic, but just a little bit longer inhale. Notice as the orb gets bigger, and an extended exhale as it gets smaller again. Let the muscles on the face keep relaxing. Keeping the attention on the breath in tandem with the orb of light behind the eyelids. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. And exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Noticing yourself falling deeper into a state of peace, of calmness, and of self-awareness. Bringing your hands into prayer center, thumb knuckles on the sternum. Keeping the awareness on the orb of light in tune with the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, thumb knuckles come up to the forehead center, third eye. Noticing the orb of light expanding and contracting. Next inhale, we gently tilt our head upwards to the sky. And exhale, we bow our heads. And together we say, Namaste. Gently opening your eyes, coming back into the external world. Thank you for joining me for this very powerful self-actualization guided meditation. You may notice that you still feel like you're sort of in the meditation. You're relaxed, at peace, very calm. And I challenge you to stay in this state for as long as you can after you get up and walk away from this video. This is where the true practice of yoga, the true practice of meditation can have the biggest impact in our life. Anything that occurs in your external world, doing your best to remind yourself that what you give externally is an internal representation of what's going on. So responding best you can to situations with understanding, compassion, kindness, calmness, and taking meditation into all corners of your life. Thank you so much for joining me in this beautiful, powerful practice, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.